Hello dear traders, I'm Anna Kasatkin and you're watching the weekly financial review on Insta TV. Last Friday on March 17, the US stock indices hardly changed by the end of the Friday trades, but still closed the week in the black. Most investors were absorbing statistics from the United States and keeping an eye on political events in Europe. The Nasdaq Composite closed at 5,901 on Friday. Over the week, the high-tech index rose by 0.7%. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones Industrial Average inched down to 20,914.62 points on Friday and added just a few points throughout the week. The Standard & Poor's 500 dropped to 2,378.25 on Friday. Its weekly gain made up 0.2%. Friday was not rich in significant statistical releases. The United States reported on its industrial production and consumer confidence. In February, the industrial output showed a zero change in comparison with the previous month, while analysts had projected a 0.3% increase. Besides, the Consumer Sentiment Index, calculated by the University of Michigan, increased to 97.6 in March from 96.3 in February, while experts had predicted a faster advance to 98 points. As for corporate news, shares in software developer Adobe Systems grew in value after the company delivered better than expected reports on its revenue and earnings in the recent quarter. Shares added 3.8% in price. It was the second best result among the S&P 500 components. The closing price was $127.01 a share. The company's earnings made up $398.5 million or 80 cents a share, with the revenue of $1.68 billion. Adjusted earnings totaled 94 cents a share. Analysts had supposed that earnings would make up 87 cents, with the revenue of $1.65 billion. The stock of jewelry retailer Tiffany advanced by 2.7% on the back of strong quarter reports. Besides, the company gave a positive forecast for the current year. In the fiscal quarter ended on January 31st, the company's net income amounted to $157.8 million or $1.26 a share. Adjusted earnings a share were $1.45, up from a forecast for $1.39. The revenue increased by 1% to $1.23 billion. Sales in the shops running for over a year remained unchanged in comparison with the previous year. Economists had anticipated a decline of 1.4%. Since the year's beginning, the company's shares have gained 16% in value. And this concludes the weekly financial review on Insta TV. Have a nice trading day.